Good morning. 10:59, September 18th, Monday. Good morning. Welcome to Title Talk with Corey. This is episode 9, and we're going to talk about farming today. So if you're an agent, real estate agent, even a lender, escrow, anybody, jump on right now or catch it later. Stand by.
Running out of time.
Yes. Sooner or later, they'll see why I see why I got the realest flow. Son of the dark, but I still got the illest flow. And it's ironic to me how a chronic MC can try me before it's with the chronic CD. You see, it all started in the CPT. When Nina wrote a shotgun, so the fleet C3. Keep the pound in the middle like DPG. Now they love me in the late like CP3. I'm ballin', shout out to Uncle Warren. And all the pretty girls are seeing out while I'm soaring. Signing autographs, otherwise I'll ignore them. Voila, I got this rider chick that I'm adoring. Yo.
Center stages and spotlights. Oh, baby. People craze with the fantasy pop life. Social frenzies. Who's your next bestie, baby? False realities and drugstore remedies. I got the world on my mind. It made me. Never comes. We're out of time, babe. I got the world on my mind. It made me. Never comes. We're out of time, babe.
All right, let's go. Let's get fired up for the week. Let's go get them deals.
Y'all know what it is. Lace the hits.
From Tokyo to LA, stop your evil ways. Show this place your love. Making brighter days. Take the light and sink the dream. I can't believe it now. You have to flip the page and you can really see it now. I got the world on my mind. Yes, it's on my mind. Running out of time.
Young.
I got the world. I got the world. Yeah, yeah. I got the world, baby.
Jonah
I
Corey.
got the world, baby. I got the world, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whoo! Good morning. Good morning. Corey, Title Rep here. Pacific Coast Title Company. Welcome to Title Talk with Corey. It's Monday, September 18th. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. Bruins won. Oh, well, it was a blowout. I mean, but it was cool. We were there. We went to the Rose Bowl this weekend. Saw the Bruins defeat North Carolina Central. I mean, it was pretty much a mismatch, but hey, we'll take the W. We're 3-0 now, heading into next week's game against Utah, and we're pumped up for that. I think we're ready. So, special shout out and thank you to Brett Hundley and the Hundley Foundation. They actually hooked us up with those tickets. If you didn't get to catch that episode, I think it was episode 7. I actually had Brett on here, a former UCLA quarterback star. Went to the NFL, played with the Green Bay Packers and the Cardinals. And anyways, he's having a great time right now. And he's got this great foundation supporting epilepsy and some other great causes, HundleyFoundation.org. So check that out and support the cause. Please do. Anyways, we're going to talk about farming today. I had a couple guests on in the last couple weeks. We had Hank Aguilar, legend, title guru Hank Aguilar. That was great. That was last week's episode 8. And And then prior to that, we had an awesome lawyer, attorney, estate lawyer, Josh Driscoll, and that was episode 7. So if you didn't get a chance to to jump on with us, check those out. Those are available. They're still available on YouTube, and then also Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and now iHeartRadio. So check those out. If you're an agent in the area, SoCal, even Northern California, I work remotely with agents all over California. I'm up here. If especially if you're an agent who doesn't go to the office much, or maybe you work from home, I'm here for you. And you definitely deserve the support of a full service title company, a great title team that we have here at Pacific Coast Title Company. And of course, yours truly. I'd love to service you, to work with you. I'm available 7 days a week. If you ever need customer service, if you ever need farming profiles, anything that you need, I can help you. Actually, 7 days a week. That's right. I'm not kidding. I can help you 7 days a week. Now, that's with the support of some other great, team members that I have working with me. But seriously, 7 days a week, even weeknights, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me anytime. You can reach me at 626-392-7993. You can also email me open@CoreyTitleRep.com. And then also, if you're jumping on with me, I'm here just, if this is your first time jumping on with me, I'm here at 11 a.m. Mondays, broadcasting live, streaming live here on YouTube. And you can reach that on my website. There's a lot of good stuff up there as well. www.CoreyTitleRep.com. Just click on my my live streams feed. It'll take you right to the YouTube page. If you want to just jump on with me on 11 a.m. Mondays and chat with me. I'd love to have a chat with you right here on the podcast, or if you want, I can come out, meet you in person. We can schedule a one-on-one session, and I specialize in farming. And so that's what I want to talk about today. Some special farming, some niche farming. I think that, a lot of agents are starting to get into that rhythm now where you have to be just more proactive, planting and dropping the seeds. And again, the farming phrase, I think it's always sounds it's just kind of hokey sounding, but you know what? Hey, it is what it is. Farming. We're going to talk about farming and how you can best utilize some of these tools that we have here at Pacific Coast Title Company. We have an awesome apparatus called PCT Title Toolbox. Then we also have PCT 247, which is basically Title Pro 247. And then we have an awesome app called Pacific Coast Agent One that I want to share with you. But today we're gonna dive into a little bit of the Title Toolbox and show you a couple of different niches that you can work. And I know everybody has their different niches, or maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have a farm. Maybe you're gonna get with farming. I was on a Zoom last week with a big time agent, broker, luxury listing agent, specializes in sports and entertainment. And he was talking about, as big as he is, he's talking about, you guys have to be farming. You have to start planting your seeds because the time is now. It's right now. So if you're an agent, if you're a seasoned agent, you probably already know this. You probably already been through the cycles and have seen the ups and downs in these types of markets. And you really just have to evolve. And so you have to start targeting buyers and sellers who need to buy and sell. And you got to stop, wasting your time, your money, and start being a little bit more target specific. So that's what I want to talk about today. Special shout out and thank you. I had a great opening sales week last week. I think we opened. I opened about over $25 million in resales last week alone. So thank you to everybody. You know who you are. I really appreciate you guys, and thank you. So we're going to be talking about a little bit about the general farm. I'm gonna log on to, for the people who don't actually see the video but are just checking out the podcast. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log on to our well, you could see here. I'm gonna go ahead and dial you in here. So this is our website, pct.com. And this is just a great website. Shout out to my boy, Jerry Hernandez. He's just our tech guru, and he's responsible. Also Justin as well, for a lot of these beautiful, everything that we have on our website. You know, it's very informative. It looks beautiful. And a lot of our, everything from our profile, everything just looks so awesome. So shout out to Jerry, man. Thank you for helping us with everything. So if you can see here, this is our main website. And if you go up to agent resources, we have a slew of stuff up here for agents, including, you know, educational information, blank forms, if you have a document that you're trying to execute, agent resources. But you also have the portals at the bottom here for Pacific Coast Agent 1 that I was telling you about. You have the PCT Title Toolbox, PCT Instant Profile, which is our mobile application. And we're going to do a whole tutorial on that too. I got a couple of things booked up for the next couple of weeks, but I'm going to get to that probably in the month of October. We'll do a tutorial and highlight some of the key features on our mobile application. That is the PCT Instant Profile. And then we have PCT 247, which is our branded version of Title Pro 247, a staple application in the industry. You guys should know that. And if you don't, it's okay. You know, you give me a call. I'm gonna help educate you guys. Like I said, if you're new, and I want to make sure that I'm here to provide that support for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up under Agent Resources. We're going to click on the PCT Title Toolbox. And we're going to go ahead and log in here. So just bear with me just a second, because I want to give you some live information. I'm going to go ahead and punch in an address. And I'll just do something that I know so that I can be quickly get this done. Pull something up quick for you. So I'm going to farm a little area of Glendora. And what I want to focus on today is a lot of you, and I always preach this. I tell people, you know, don't go too big on your farm. Try to stay, you know, between 200, 300 records, something that's manageable for you. Now, that's not to say that you can't, you know, do multiple areas. I think you can absolutely manage multiple areas on different, you know, days of the week or however you want to structure this. But try to stay between 200 to 300 records. I think it's a more manageable farm for you to have success in. But today we're going to actually do the opposite. And the reason why is because we're going to be focused on something it's a niche. So what I want to target today is we're going to run a farm in this area of Glendora. So I'll go ahead and go back to my screenshot for you guys, for those of you who are going to check out the video on YouTube. So I'm looking at a boundary map here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. And I'm going to select a large area today that has much more than 200 to 300 records. So I'm going to go ahead and do this boundary search. So we're going to go to farming, and then we click on boundary. And I'm going to go ahead and pin drop in each corner of this grid that I'm going to be searching, which is a rather large area. So you can see here, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get the count on that boundary map here. And I don't want to bore you, but I want you to see the power in this. And you know, some of these, you know, it's just, instead of regularly, you know, running these regular general farms, trying to be a little bit more target specific, go after something that might give you a better shot at picking up the deal. You know what I mean? So this particular farm that I'm running here in the Glendora area, like I said, I just expanded the boundary, and this is not doing the small farm that you can manage. That's 250 to 300 records. We're actually going to make a bigger area of 2,000. This area has 2,335 properties within it. Okay. So what I'm going to do within that area, and I think this is a pretty good niche to kind of check out. If you have the title toolbox, PCT title toolbox, awesome. And you want a little bit of training on this, and learn how to do this stuff, give me a call, because I can meet you. I can talk to you on the phone. We can do it over the phone. I can meet you in person, or we can do a Zoom. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to apply a filter, an algorithm over that list of 2,335 properties. And I'm going to first go to out-of-state owners. So off of that boundary list of 2,335 records, I'm going to click on out-of-state owners. Because right now, it's you have a lot of people who may not want to particularly sell right now. There's maybe some fear in the market. The interest rates are super high, so they're hanging on to that awesome rate that they got a few years ago. And so you have some people, and I don't blame them. You have homeowners who don't necessarily want to sell. Maybe there's a dream that they have to move up, buy into a new neighborhood, but they definitely don't want to pay 7%, and they're hanging on to their 3.5% rate. But there's also people who do need to sell, who want to sell, and that would be potential investors or people who've been holding properties for a while. So out-of-state owners is a great niche to look up. So on this particular list, I have 2,335 properties on a boundary map that I created right here on the PCT Title Toolbox. And I've set a filter over that to pull up any people who are absentee, but any owners who are absentee out of state. And I have 20 records. So you can see here I have 20 records out of that 2,335 boundary list right here on the application. So there's 20 properties that I definitely think that you would want to hit. Okay. But aside from that, we have a great algorithm that you can run. Now that is out-of-state owners, but I'm also going to apply a second filter through here. And this is called the empty nester algorithm. So these are people who have held these properties. Now remember, they're investors. They purchased this property because they're empty nesters 30 years ago or more. And this is a 3+ bedroom. Now, normally we apply this filter to a general map, and we just pull out the empty nester algorithm, which is a great feature, right? But in this case, you have absentee owners out of state. These are out of state owners with 30 years of ownership. And right now, the market's it's hot. Values are high right now. So it's a good time for someone who is retirement age, who wants to liquidate, who wants, they're retiring, they want to travel, or whatever their dreams are, right? It's up to you guys to help them realize that dream. But this is a good niche to go after. So you're going after a boundary map, a larger boundary map. We're not doing a small 300, home farm. This is 2,335 records in this area. We hit the map with a absentee owner, not absentee owner yet. We're going to do that next, but we're doing out-of-state owners with an empty nester algorithm over it, right? So I'm going to check that right now and see if we come up with anything. So we had 20 absentee owners. So we're running that algorithm right now. So 8 properties pulled up here, and you can see that. If you're familiar with Title Toolbox, you'll know what that is. When you click this Get Count button down the bottom right here, we got 8 properties found off of a boundary map that has 2,335 records. We applied absentee owners, out-of-state owners, just out-of-state owners. Investors, people who've been holding for over 30 years. And you have 8 properties. Prime right there. And this is free, by the way. This is not a premium feature, because right here in Title Toolbox, you have a premium feature that allows you to target. And I have to give you a disclaimer. This is something you have to pay for. Title companies cannot give you this information, but you can pay for premium leads through Title Toolbox on your own. And again, I can show you how to do this. I can give and put this power right in your hands or on your desk. So again, this is a great niche. I think it's a good niche. I think that, if you're in real estate and you're doing your regular farm, your small farm, your two to 300 people, also do this. Out-of-state owners with an empty nester algorithm over it. It's going to give you, more quality data. And, you just have to pitch that however you do it. You're an expert in the area, maybe the property's been, a little bit run down or dilapidated, and it's time to sell. So those are good records to pull up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and go back into my my algorithm. I'm going to take off the out of state, and we're just going to do all of the absentee owners off of that 2,335. So now I'm going to run just the absentee owners over the boundary of 2,335 homes plus the empty nester algorithm. And let's see what we get on that. So remember, Title Toolbox is a live program. So this program runs, live. So it has to think to be able to compile all this data. And so we got our results. Off of that 2,335 boundary list, we have 72 properties that are absentee with an empty nester algorithm, meaning these owners don't live in the property and they've owned the property for 30 plus years. It's a 3+ bedroom home. And I think that just gives you a good prime position to go after some of these as prospects to list and sell, because you'd be helping them out. They're already, of that age where they're, they retired. Maybe they don't want to hold assets anymore and they want to liquidate, whatever their reasons. A lot of seniors are doing the, what are they called? The reverse mortgages, and so, you have older seniors who are getting ready to retire, or they're retired already. They've been retired, and they're going to liquidate some of their assets. So this is a boundary map that I did of in Glendora, 2,335 homes. I ran an absentee owner filter with an empty nester algorithm over that, and I get 72 properties. Fantastic, right? Do you want to send them a mailer? Do you want to door knock them? Definitely somebody that you should be contacting. It's more direct, it's target specific, and yeah, so that's just one niche, So that's what I want to leave you with today. If you're interested in learning more and how to target this stuff, I have a question. What is an absentee owner? So an absentee, and I'll explain that, is that it's anyone who purchased the property who doesn't live in the property, and they're also called non-owner occupied properties. And so in many cases, those are, what would you call that? An investor. Investors want to do one of two things. What does an investor want to do? An investor always wants to buy more properties, which you can help them with, or an investor wants to sell properties, liquidate, and realize their gains. Because right now is the time, right? Values are at their peak here in Southern California, across the country, really. And so it's the time. The time is now. So I want to leave you with that as far as farming, because I don't want to bore you. I want you to just kind of absorb that. That's just one niche that you could be working right now. So that's absentee, out-of-state owners who are empty nesters, right? It's a great niche. So check that out. Also on PCT Title Toolbox, there's a lot of great, like I said, there's leads that you could purchase that you can do directly yourself right through the Title Toolbox, including loan information, phone numbers, email addresses, all that stuff. And it's very, 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 very powerful, very, very powerful tool. Life-changing events that you can access. So you definitely want to check it out. I can give you access to this. I can give you access to the program. For the premium data, again, disclaimer, that's something that you would have to pay for. This stuff right here that I'm talking about today, the absentee owners, the out-of-state owners, and even running those algorithms, empty nesters, fantastic. Those are free. That's not something you have to pay for. And so I can give you access to this. I can train you. If you are a broker, if you are an office manager and you want me to come in and talk to the agents and give them a good tutorial training, I can do that for you. I can even bring in some people who are even better speakers than I am, because I'm not the greatest speaker, but you know what? I can get my point across. I can give you, I can put the knowledge that you need into your tool shed, right? And that's what it's about. You need to be proactive. Like I said, dropping your seeds today. You have to be planting those seeds. You know what I mean? And so as hokey as farming is, and it sounds, just get on it, because the top agents in the game are doing it. The time is now. Right now is the right time. You have a lot of agents who are frustrated with this market, which is super hot, but it's a little strange. It's a little off, right? I said, I felt like I'm in the twilight zone last week, because some agents are struggling. They're struggling. And if you're one of those agents who are struggling, let me help you. I can definitely help you with your farming, with your strategies, and set you up with some great tools and give you support 7 days a week. And I promise you that. So the other great thing that they have on here, on this algorithm here on PCT Title Toolbox, is we have an algorithm that helps you to predict the next seller in the neighborhood. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly run that algorithm over this boundary map that I've created in Glendora, 2,335 homes. I'm going to go ahead and click on the boundary map algorithm filter called the next sellers. Oops, it's right here. Next sellers. So we're going to change that drop down menu from all. We want to change it to yes. And we're going to apply this filter right at the bottom. We're going to go ahead and click on get count. And so out of that map, in addition to the prime data that I just pulled, you have 104 properties now in that map who are primed to sell next. And what I mean by primed is the next seller algorithm is the average year of ownership held within that boundary, within that area that I selected. The computer will take the average year of ownership held minus a year plus a year. So if you have average year of ownership in that area is 10 years, it's going to give me all of the homes that are 9 to 11 years held on title, right? And so that's going to help you determine, because, hey, these are facts. They're not, nobody's making this up. These are facts based off of recording data with the county recorder's office. So 104 properties are primed to sell next. So I would absolutely want to contact them. So you have 104 properties here. You had, I think it was 71 in the 70s, 71 properties that were absentee with a empty nester algorithm over them, right? Prime properties to sell. So you definitely, that's like 171 properties plus the 8 out-of-state properties. It's almost 200 properties out of that 2,335 record list that you definitely want to target, right? So in a way, this is actually a smaller farm, like your general farm of 200 to 300 records, but you're just using a bigger boundary map and you're being a little bit more target specific, and you're targeting a very specific niche, right? And that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to share that with you because it's important. I can't stress this enough. It's super important. My lips are dry. The time is now. The time is right now. This is when you need to be planting the seeds, doing your farming, because like this great broker that I talked to last week, he said, the plane is about to take off. And, a lot of people got out of the business. And if you are not farming, planting your seeds, then you're going to miss the plane. So you want to stay in the game and get on that plane when it's ready to take off. So there you have it. That's farming today. And we're niche farming for out of state absentee owners with an empty nester algorithm over it. And I think that's a good niche for you guys to check out. I know you guys all have your special niches, and that's okay. Continue to do what you do. But this is something that you might want to consider. And if you want to get a hold of me, you know how to get a hold of me. 626-392-7993. Open at CoreyTitleRep.com. And then don't forget to check out my website, www.CoreyTitleRep.com. And up there's a little spot that says connect with me. And you got my live streams, and you have the Apple Podcast link. You can check me out on Spotify as well. Check out some of the older episodes. It's pretty new. I mean, my podcast is pretty new. I'm on episode 9 today. Next week will be episode 10. 10 weeks. So, and I've got some good support. I got some great people up here to interview already. NFL quarterback, had one of the biggest attorneys in Pasadena. Josh Driscoll jumped on last week. That was episode 7 a couple weeks ago. Fantastic. So great stuff. So please join me. Don't forget to jump on here with me every Monday at 11 a.m. YouTube live. You can check me out later if you're in the car driving home from work. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. I look forward to meeting you guys. If you guys want to give me a call and or email me, and we can set up an appointment in person over the phone, or we can do a Zoom even. Hey, I know people are tired of the Zoom thing, but it still works. So we can do that. Definitely do that. And then I'm going to try to get, I have a special, some of you guys know I'm in music. I'm actually a saxophonist. And so I have a local legend that I'm trying to book and get on here next week. Awesome pianist, just a really special guy, a chart-topping music producer. So I'm going to see if I can get him on here. I'll let you guys know a little bit later this week, if we're able to do that. So we'll kind of mix it up a little bit. Today's a tutorial. Next week will be a chat with a local legend musician. And then, of course, some more training. And then, who knows who's coming up next. So you guys have a great week. And if you guys need anything, remember the website, www.CoreyTitleRep.com. And you know how to reach me. So you guys have a great week.
I'm feeling good now. No one to bring me down. God is blessing on the road. And I'm standing a little bit taller. And I'm standing a little bit taller now. I'm feeling